What makes someone a hero? What makes him different? From the start of My Hero Academia, the answer was simple. A hero is someone who saves everyone he can. Someone who, when he sees another in need, his body moves without thinking. This was the moment when All Might knew that Midoriya had it in him, when his body moved without thinking. This is what all top heroes have, and in the latest episode of My Hero Academia, Bakugo had that same moment. When he saw Midoriya in danger, when he saw him about to lose, we got this beautiful moment when Bakugo went and said he doesn't know what happened exactly. His body moved without thinking, and we got all of these flashbacks to him and Midoriya when they were young. When Midoriya was good to him, always treated him like a friend, and he always had that guilt inside him, that guilt that he was never good to Midoriya. It was a moment of redemption, a moment, in my opinion, is one of the most beautiful moments in all of My Hero Academia this far. And this episode was it. It was the best episode in this season this far. The episode starts when Shigaraki attacks Aizawa. He hits him with a needle that erases the quirks. Because of it, Aizawa cuts his leg. When Midoriya sees that, he's full of rage and anger. When Shigaraki attacks Aizawa, Midoriya grabs him and throws him away. As the episode continues, Midoriya is consumed more and more by his rage. He can barely control himself. Then he uses the floating quirk, the one used by Nana Shimura, the grandmother of Shigaraki, the 7 one-for-all wielder. He grabs everyone around him in the air, since now Shigaraki can use his abilities and quirks. Then their fight starts. Midoriya is giving it his all, using his body to end it quickly, because Shimura can't use his healing quirk fast enough. So Midoriya took it upon himself to finish him, no matter what it takes, even though if he uses more and more one for all, his body will collapse. Bakugo is watching him giving it his all, as then we get a flashback to when Midoriya was using his whiplash and training it. Then there was this conversation between All Might and Bakugo, where Bakugo is worried about Midoriya. He says about him that Midoriya has always been someone who didn't look out for himself. He always put his friends and everyone else in front of his needs. And that's who he is. That's who Midoriya is. Bakugo tells All Might that he bullied him when they were young. And it shows that Bakugo wants to atone for it. Even All Might tells him. And then he asks All Might why in the handbook where all of the wielders of One for All were mentioned, the one about the death of the 4th wielder is not there. He presses him about that, but All Might doesn't tell him. He doesn't know yet, and well, later in the manga we will know. It shows that Bakugo cares, and this is one of those moments that it shows. Then he grabs Endeavor and Todoroki and they go to help Midoriya while Midoriya is barely hanging. Endeavor grabs Tomura and he uses all of he has on him. At that moment he sees all for one, and spikes release from him going at Midoriya. Then Bakugo goes to save him. He throws himself to save Midoriya. This is one of the moments in the arc where I actually teared up a bit. Bakugo's dialogue and the way he saw Midoriya and the way he felt about him showed in this episode. He cared about him. He wanted to save him. And it's the first moment that it was said that his body moved without thinking. He doesn't know why, but all he wanted was to save him. He jumped in and took the attack on his behalf. The thing which will give Midoriya more reason to spaz out and to save everyone. Bakugo gave it his all, gave Midoriya everything and showed him that he cares about him and he wants to atone for everything bad he did to him. And since they share this journey, they share the secret of one for all. They are the closest of friends. Bakugo, even though he doesn't show it, he cares about Midoriya and he always did. He saw him as a rival, but more than that, he saw him as the next All Might and his friend. This journey gives hope. My Hero Academia, what I like about it is it shows that side of humanity, the side of hope, the side of care, the side of giving everything you have for someone else. That's why I always loved Deku, since he always helps people no matter what. He's always there for his friends and everyone. And this side of him is the one that shines the most. Bakugo saw that side in him, and that's what he told All Might, that Deku is always there for everyone, is always there to help when someone needs him. And this was Bakugo's way of paying him back, his way of being there for him, like Deku always been there. And this was his redemption, as now Deku will release everything. With a sneak peek to the next episode, stuff is about to go down with the wielders of One for All. My Hero Academia is on the rise. This season has been one of the best seasons this far, other than season 1. This is what makes My Hero Academia special, that everyone can be a hero in it. Everyone can be someone who saves. And this episode gave us a lot. Even though I skipped a part of the episode where the disaster walker is on the loose and is coming towards them, but I want to focus on the part of Bakugo. And that last scene, man, I can't. It's just well done. The flashbacks, the feel, everything about it is top notch. And this episode, in my opinion, deserves 9 out of 10. So what makes someone a hero? What makes him a hero is the instinct to help others without thinking, the instinct to be there and to push others forward no matter what. This is what Bakugo showed us, and this is what Midoriya always showed us. This was his redemption and his way of thanking Midoriya for everything. And yeah, this is the first time I cover My Hero Academia, but in all honesty, I'm enjoying it, so I want to talk about it with someone. And yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.